I think we are live now. Hey everyone. So, are you able to hear me? If you are able to hear me, please type in chat. Okay. Let us start with the intro. There are only 5 members, I think. 10 members watching. Let us wait for a few more minutes so that everyone can come. Okay. Only 30 members have joined. Let's see. Okay, we'll start the session. Okay, good evening everyone. Welcome to today's class. Today is day 5 of 30 days learning Python bootcamp, and we'll be learning about Git and GitHub today. Okay, let me start by introducing myself. I'm 𝗦𝗢𝗔𝗟. I'm a member of Team Technoids and I'm studying in 3rd year ECE branch. Today is a special day because we are not learning Python today. We will be learning a special tool called Git. Git is a special tool which does not require any pre-requirement of programming language. So without learning a programming language, or if you are not a programmer, still you can learn and use Git. So in today's class we'll study from beginning and we'll go till the advanced level. Some people might be hearing this for the first time. Some people are beginners and some people are intermediate programmers, and some people maybe they are developers. So this class will be for everyone, and everyone can learn Git in today's class. Okay, so let me start by telling what is Git. Git is a version control system. What is version control system? Version control system are software tools that help software teams to manage changes to source code. Okay, Git version control system is used to track our code, by which we can know what changes we have done, and we can track down the bugs or errors which we have got in that, or go back to the previous version if there is any problem in current version. We can do all these things in Git. Version control system also helps software teams work in faster way and smarter way. Okay, let me give you an example of Git. So Git, giving an example, think that you are building a software. For building a software using Python, will create a folder. In that folder we'll create Python files which is required for building softwares. So we'll create Python files, and we create a stable software. That is the first thing. And after few more days, you think that you need to add some more features to the same software. So you start adding new features, but suddenly what happens is you start getting errors in that, you start getting bugs in that. Then what you will do at that time? I mean, you started in the same folder, you started changing those things, and you have come till some point where you can't even go back and reverse those changes. So for that situation, Git is used. Git basically what it does is it creates checkpoints. Can you see this? This is a checkpoint. Checkpoint in the sense, if you create a checkpoint after doing some code, and then after you start coding, then you get stuck up somewhere, then you can come back to this code and you can start once again. So this code will be secured if you do that. Or then after committing that, or after making a checkpoint here, you can go and do one more checkpoint here. It will be like game where you create a checkpoint and you go forward. If you die, you will come back in the same checkpoint. So it will be like that. That is why Git is used. So now we'll see why only Git. There are many version control system. Why only Git? For that we'll be telling there are two reasons for choosing Git as version control system. Those are, first is Git is a distributed version control system, and there is another version control system called centralized. But distributed version system, what happens is this everyone in the team, if you are building a software using team, then everyone in the team will have the copy of that software. So if someone fails or something happens to one PC, then every other people will be having your code. In centralized, what happens is there will be no contact between different PCs. Everyone will start coding and sending it to one server. So if server is down or if something happens to the server, then we cannot use that software again. All mehnat will be gone. So for that we'll be using distributed version control system, and Git is a distributed version control system. And another reason is Git is free and it is also open source. Free, everyone likes free, the things which are given free. And one more, open source. Open source means the source code or what they have programmed to create Git will be shown to whole world, and everyone can download that and see what they have done to create this software. So that is open source. This Git is was created by 𝗦𝗢𝗔𝗟, who also created Linux system. Okay, this is why we use. Then the applications of Git. There are more applications of Git. Not only like it will save the version. There are many other points. There are many other applications for Git. Those are like we can. It will help in coordinating work between multiple developers. It helps in doing that. And while we are working in team, we can keep track of who made what changes and when did he made and how can we go back to that. Everything will be there in Git. Okay, so this will help in tracking the bugs and resolving it easily. That is why Git is used. Okay, now we'll install Git. Okay, we'll go here, Git. Only Git I want. Link is there in the description. You can go directly to the link and download the software. You can download for Mac OS, Windows and Linux. For Linux user, there are commands also for writing it, downloading the Git in the description. Okay, so after downloading Git, you have to install it. You can click on it and you can install it. We'll go there. After installing, I am using Linux OS and I'm using Windows for Windows in VirtualBox. So I'll show after installing what you have to do. You have installed, I hope you would have installed it, or should I wait till you install? We'll wait one few minutes. Please tell on live chat, please. Chat. Do along with me and please write down those commands which I'll be giving you so that it will be helpful for you. Okay. Guys, still here, any doubt? If you have any doubt, please put it in chat box. Yes, I'll wait. I'll see the chat box. After installing, please tell done. You just have to after downloading it, you just have to open it and then click on okay, everything. You can do that. If you do alongside me, you will get you feel easy by doing that. So please do along with me. And if you get stuck, please put it in chat. I'll see and I'll tell you what you have to do. Okay. This Git is not difficult, but it is very important topic. Everyone should learn Git. Should I move forward. Okay, after you install it, there are two commands in Windows. One is command prompt. You know how to open command prompt. Go here, write cmd. Here it will be cmd. But what I recommend is to use git bash. That is, if you right click here, and you can see here git bash here. So open it. So whatever commands which I am writing in the Linux, that will also work in this command prompt which I have opened it right now. But in command prompt there will be some differences, and I will be telling you what all differences are there in command prompt and the Linux terminal. So don't worry, I won't confuse you all. So I'll do everything to not to confuse you. Okay, so this is how you will do. I hope you would have opened this git bash. Now once again I'll show you git bash here. If you do that, you can open it like this. Okay, and this is command prompt. Now I'll be closing this windows so that it'll make me slow, so it'll be good if I close windows. Till then we'll create a GitHub account. Okay, we have to create GitHub account. It will be like our portfolio. Whatever projects we have done, we can keep it in GitHub and everyone can see that. Okay, we'll see. First, it is slow. Wait a minute. Now for creating GitHub account, just a minute. We'll go to GitHub, github.com. Okay, in github.com we'll click on sign up. In sign up, you have to fill everything whatever it asks and create an account. Okay, here you have to write your email. You write your email like, and then you click on continue and create a account. Okay, you can create it as fast as you can because we have to do many things. I hope you can create it. If you get any error or if you get stuck, please tell it in chat box. If you have any doubts also, please tell it in chat box. This is a live session, so it is made for you to ask doubts and all, so please do it. I'll be closing this, but you guys complete that, okay? And then after creating a GitHub account, you will see like this. So please do create it. You have to go, you will be sent to this page where you can see. It won't be like this, but please, after creating GitHub account, please do tell it in chat box. Okay, should I continue? See, you have to go to new here to create new repository. Repository, in the sense, it is for project, we call repository here. So we have to create a repository. Okay, I'll do it now. Repository name I'll give as learn git. You can give a description if you want. I won't give that. And we can make it as public. If you make it public, anyone can see your code, what you have done. If you make it private, then no one will be able to see your code. Okay, so I'll make it public, and I'll add a readme file. In this readme file, you have to write about your project, what you are building, and how we have to access that, and what all things you have used to do those project. Okay, after this we'll create a repository. So repository is created. Sometimes it will come like this, or sometimes there will be some commands which they would have given you. If you are doing this for the first time, they will give you the git commands, what you have to do and all. So for that, you can come back like in code. If you click, you'll come back here. After doing that, here you go to the code and then copy this link. Okay, copy, go back right now, 1 minute. Okay, we are back in desktop. So what I'll do is right click and I'll take terminal. In your case it will be git bash. Okay, is anyone facing any problem? Please do tell if you are facing any problem. I can see the chat and I'll tell you what you have to do. Okay, so let us start by coding. Now I'll first tell you the basics of basic commands which you have to use in git bash or terminal. First is ls. 1 minute, I'll zoom it. First command is ls. Ls means it'll list all the directories or files or folders here. If we write command ls, okay, all the things like application, nptel, classes, everything it will write. Okay, so in command prompt, if you are using command prompt, then you have to give dir, but if you are using git bash, then you give ls only. Okay, are anyone facing any problem? Have to keep asking you. So ls is the first command which lists all the folders. Listen, I'll be telling the folders as directories, because that is the word where we use in Linux or in Git. Everything will be using the word directory instead of folders, so don't get confused by that. Okay, so what we'll do is, first git clone. This is the first command in Git which you are doing, git clone. And now what you have copied from there, that is from here, you would have copied https, this link you have to copy. Okay, after copying it, git clone you have to do, and then paste that link, and it will clone it. See, one more folder I got. So git clone, what it does is, it will download that folder to your PC. What you have seen it here, this is one folder which contains a file called readme file. Okay, that will be downloaded in your PC. So we'll go inside the folder, not like by clicking it, we'll go inside it through terminal. Okay, for that what you have to do is cd is change directory, that is changing the folder. Cd learn, you have to type name. What I'll do is I'll type le and then hit tab, it'll auto complete itself. Okay, so now we are inside the learn git folder or directory. If I do ls right now, we'll get readme file. So whatever is there inside, it'll give that list. Okay, now we have cloned it, and we went inside the learn git. Okay, now what we'll do is, we'll create a file inside it. Okay, we'll create a new file. For that we'll create an empty file. For that, touch space, we'll say first.py. This is one file, Python file. Okay, now that file is created. How do we know that file is created? Then for that we'll do ls. We have got another file, see, first.py. Are you guys understanding? Okay, now I'll open Visual Studio Code. You can open anything. I'll be using Visual Studio Code because most of them know how to use it, or I can use Vim or other editors also, but I'll be using this one. So we have created a first.py folder. Now we'll type something in here, okay. We'll type print hey, how you doing, okay, and we'll save this file. We have saved it, and we'll create another file. Okay, now we'll create a txt file. Okay, What name should I give? hello.txt. Okay, now if we do ls, we have got first.py and hello.txt and readme. Okay, now we'll see here, we'll edit this also. What we'll give is welcome you all to today's class. We'll save it. After saving that, we'll see ls. My terminal is full right now, so for that I'll be using a command called clear. It will clear my terminal. In command prompt, what the command is cls for clearing the terminal. Okay, but you are using git, you must be using git bash, then you use clear only. Okay, so now we'll go to the next command in git, that is git. Okay, I'll teach you some things. See, there are 4 different stages in git. Okay, one is working directory, next is staging area, next is local, and finally that is remote or inside the GitHub. So first we are doing everything in working directory. What we are doing here, that this folder, we call this as working directory. Okay, after that working directory, we have to add those files which we have created and modified. We have to add those files to staging area. So from working directory we'll add that to staging area. Okay, for that command is git add. Whatever file you want to add, you can add that. I'll add first.py. So now it is added. I did not add that hello.txt file. So how do we know that we have added to the staging area, if the file is in staging area or not? For that there is another command called git status. So here it shows that this is untracked file. hello.txt is untracked file, so git cannot track this file, but this is tracking because we have sent it to staging area. So first.py is getting tracked. Now if we want to remove that file from staging area, then we have to use this command, git restore staged, and file name is first.py. It got removed. We'll see, we'll once again do git status. See, both files are untracked. Okay, so how do we add all the files, whatever you have modified, whatever you have created file, everything in one command? For that, what we will do is git add space dot period. Okay, if we do that, both the files will be added. Git status, this one. Does anyone facing any problem? If you are facing, please put it in chat box, I'll help you. Okay, please do that. So we have added both the files. All the files which we have created, all are in staging area right now. It is in staging area. Now we'll go from staging area to the local. That is, this is the point where we'll create a checkpoint. I told you, right, git creates a checkpoints, after which we can go ahead and add some more files. After that, what happens is, if we get stuck somewhere, we can always go back to staging area. That is, we have written 2 lines here in first.py 1 line, and hello.txt we have written 1 line. So after adding some more lines or some more files, we if there is any bug, we can come back to this point where both the text will be having one line code. For that, what we have now, we are creating checkpoints. Okay, so for creating checkpoint, get commit, and for committing we have to give a message saying if after creating some more commits, then you will come back and see why did I commit this. For that, to get to know what you have done, we'll write some comment. We'll write added first.py and one more is hello.txt file. Okay, we'll write git commit and do this. Hit enter. It will tell two files are changed and two lines are inserted. Okay, so this will create give an overview of what all we have done till now. Okay, we have already created a commit, we have created a checkpoint. 1 minute. Okay, so after creating a checkpoint, we'll push it to the GitHub so that everyone should see what we have coded. Okay, from local we'll go to remote, that is we'll go to the GitHub, we'll push it. Okay, for that, what you have to do is git push. You can just write git push, or I'll tell you other commands also. Git push, and you have to give your GitHub username here. Now password. Git got updated in the last month, so GitHub will create a password right now. Before that, we used to give our GitHub password only, but right now we can't use our password. So GitHub will create a password and give it to us. How to get that password, we'll see right now. You have to go here and go to settings, then go to developer settings. In that, you have to go to personal access token. In that, generate new token. You have to give your password. Okay, you can write something, get learning, and this password is valid for 7 days. You can keep it for 7 days, 30 days, 60 days. I'll put it for 7 days. Okay, what all you have to click here, you click on repo, then delete repo, then this one, that's it, yeah, and generate token. Okay, we have generated. This is our password right now. Okay, we'll save that in a file. Just a minute. This is our password. We'll paste that here. After pasting it, you won't be able to see it in terminal, but it would have got pasted here. So we pushed it. Just after writing that password, you just hit enter and this will get pushed. Okay, now we'll go back to GitHub and we'll see if there is any change here. learn git. See, we got first py and hello. Before there was only readme.md, but now we have added first.py and hello.txt to GitHub, so everyone can see this. I mean, if someone will come to my GitHub and they can see what you have written in here, or what you have written here, everything they can see. Okay, this is one part. These are basics right now. Is anyone facing any problem till here? I can wait for a few more minutes if you want. Please write on chat, because I'll know if you are learning or not, if you are understanding or not. So please do write. Are you all able to hear my voice? Because no one is actually giving a live chat. No one is writing any chat. So I wanted to ask you: am I audible? Okay. We'll go ahead. No one is actually giving any chat, so we have to go. Now what we'll do is we'll learn branching. We'll learn how to branch, how to make a branch and then merge it. Everything we'll learn. So I'll go back here. This is all the commands which we can use. This is every command Git has. Now we'll be learning Git branch right now. Git branch. This is a branch. So branching is nothing but, when you are not sure about some features, you think it may work or it may not work. That time you create a branch. So what branch does is, this is your first commit which we have done right now. After that, what we have to do is we'll create a branch. After creating a branch, the same copy of this will be there in the branch. So from there you can start making changes, and you start committing there only. And when you feel the software is stable, we can merge it with the master branch. This branch which we are doing, that is the initial branch, that is called master branch, and which we will be doing, we can name it anything. Okay, this will be like this. If we will create a branch and then we start changing in it, this is the first commit, that is, this is same as this. So after this you start changing and you will start making commits, and then after, if you think everything is good, then you merge it. Branching is not only for doing, if you are not good, or if you don't feel like those features are right or not, then only it can be used. It is not like that. So you can use branches when we'll be working in teams, like one person will be doing login page, one person will be doing sign in page. So after everything we can merge it to master branch. Okay, master branch, this branches works like this. Okay, we'll create a branch. Okay, now we'll create a branch right now. Git checkout -b, that is -b will give a name feature. So I have created a new branch called feature, and then I went to that branch. Now to see the list of branches and where we are, we'll write another command called git branch. So it will show you main and feature. So now right now we are in main, right now we are in feature branch. Okay, so if we want to go back to main branch, then what we have to do is git checkout main. See, it will tell you switch to branch main. Now if we do git branch, we'll get main as a thing. Now right now we are in main. So we'll go back to feature branch, git checkout feature. Now after that, now what happens is if you do ls, still we get first.py and hello.txt, because this branch, whatever is there, it is copied from main branch, that is main branch, to feature branch. Now whatever till now we have done in main branch, everything is there in feature branch. Now we'll add some more commands in only feature branch. Okay, we'll add some more commands, like we are here to learn Git and GitHub. Okay, you're here to learn, and then we'll save it. I'll keep it as it is. Okay, I'll change I have changed only hello.txt. So now git add space dot, that is whatever changes I have done, everything should be in staging area. Now what I'll do is git commit -m, that is message. What message will do? Added a line in hello.txt. Okay, see, one file changed and 2 insertion and 1 deletion. What deleted? What was deleted? I didn't delete anything. Did we? No. Okay, now we'll say ls, and now we'll go back to the same main branch. Okay, see here, we have added one line here in hello.txt in only in branch, feature branch. So we'll go to main branch now. See, this command got erased. We had written one line, but now it got erased because we did not add that in main branch, right? We added only in feature branch. I'll clear it right now and show you again. Right now, once again I'll show you. Now we have one line here. Okay, now I'll change to feature branch, check out. Okay, now see, that line came back. This is how branches work. So whatever changes you do in branch, it will be there in branch. Now right now you can commit those changes. We had added it. Did we commit? Okay, we'll see git. We are in feature branch, so status, nothing to commit. Okay, we have already committed everything. So what we'll do is, for merging it, okay, we think that we have done many things in a branch and we think it is stable right now, and you are confident that it will work good, so you'll add it or you'll merge it in main branch. For that, there are two ways. You can merge it by going to GitHub, or you can merge it here only. First we'll learn how to merge it in GitHub. Okay, for that what we'll do is we'll push this. We are only pushing this feature branch to GitHub, not the main branch. So whatever changes you have done in main branch, that won't go to the GitHub. So we are just pushing feature branch push. For here we have to use different command, git push -u, that is, see, this is set upstream. You can write full set upstream. I'm using shortcut as git push -u, that is -u origin and the name of the branch. It'll ask for username, password which we had copied that time, okay. So it got pushed. If we go back here, if we refresh it, see, you have got main and feature branch, okay. And here it is saying there is a branch and you can compare it and pull, you can do pull request, that is you can merge using here. See, we'll see it like that. We have modified hello.txt where there is only one line here because it is in main branch. I'll go back and just a minute, okay. Here I'll go to feature branch. In that, if I go to hello.txt, you will see two lines. So if you want to merge it right now, what you have to do is, this is very important, compare and pull request. You have to do compare and pull request. You can write comments, what all you have changed in this, added here we had given a message, right, that is showing here. You can write some more comments and then create pull request, okay. I'll directly create pull request. After this create pull request is for, like, if someone else is creating a branch and they are sending it here, so they can request for pull request, so that the person who is owner of this learn git repository, only he can merge this pull request. But I have created this repository, so I will merge it. I can merge it, but if you are working in team and different other person will be creating this repository, then he only can merge this. Always you won't be getting this merge pull request because there will be some conflicts. We'll see that. See what changes. This is in main branch and this is in what do you say, a feature branch. So if I change this line to welcome you all, only I'll do this, but this and this will contradict, right? If I write something else in this and this does not match, then it creates a conflict. At that time you cannot merge it. You will have four options. First option is you can take only if there is any conflicting line, then you can allow only main branch, whatever we have written in main branch, that only should be there. Or we can use those lines which are present in the feature branch, or we can write both. That is, first it will be there as whatever there in main branch, it will be there in first line, and then in second line the feature branch line will be there. So now we don't have conflicts because at first line both lines are equal, same, so there is no conflicts. Here this is conversation. Here anyone can comment on your thing, like if you have done something and you have added, someone can comment on this and say you have done a good job, or you can do better in this way. Everything conversation will be going on here in this one. Okay, so we'll merge it right now and confirm. We have merged it. Now we'll go back to the main branch, this one, main branch, and we'll see hello. See, in the first we used to get only one line. Now we are getting 2 lines. So both branches got merged. Okay, now see, we have made changes only in GitHub. We did not change, or we did not merge it in our PC. How to do it? There will be many changes, right? If we change readme file here, we can change it here only. See, we are learning Git and GitHub in this repo. I'll change it here. I have changed it, so we have got this, but we did not change it in our PC. How do we get all the changes which we have done in GitHub to our PC? Because we will be working in team, so anyone can change it. So everything for moving smoothly, we have to we have to be updated with the changes which others have done. So for that, we'll clear it, and then for that git, we have to pull it. Okay, git pull. If we do that, it will pull all the changes. So already updated. See, we have changed it in main branch. Now currently git branch, we are in feature branch. It is saying already up to date, but we made some changes, right? So we made it in main branch, so that's why it is saying already up to date. Now we'll go back to git main branch, check out main. Now we have gone back. Now we'll say git pull. See, now whatever changes we have done, it says in GitHub readme, we have changed some things, and we have changed in this also. So all the changes will be here. See, another line have come here. So this is how we use git pull. Okay, sorry, 1 minute. Now what we'll do is, we have merged using GitHub. Now we will merge using what we'll be using here in using command. We'll merge it. Okay, for that we'll change some things in here. Now we are in main branch, so we'll change it to feature branch. Check out feature. Okay, now we'll go back to our VS Code and we'll change some things. Bye everyone, or something else. That's okay. We save this file, and now we'll add it. Now it is in working directory because we have changed some things, so it is in working directory. Now we'll add it to the staging area. Git add space dot, everything will be gone to staging area. From staging area we'll make a checkpoint here. Added a line in first.py file. Okay, it says these many changes has been done. Okay, now git commit. After committing, we'll go back to our main branch. Git see, we are in, you can see this code. I'll clear this so that you can see it clearly. Okay, now git checkout main. See, that line vanished. Did you all see? So now we have to merge it here only. We have to merge. For that, what you have to do is, we always see while we are merging, we have to be in a branch which is where we are merging another branch. Now we are in main and we are merging feature branch to main branch, so we should be in main branch, and after coming to main branch you have to write this command git merge feature, and you can give a message. If you do not give a message, then not only here, while you will be committing, right, you will what happens is, if you directly write it, then there will be a editor getting opened. In your case it will be Vim or an editor, simple notepad it may be. In my case it will be it is Nano is an editor. So after if you get Vim, then what you have to do is, you have to first write colon I. I'll open a mousepad. 1 minute. Mousepad. I'll open and I'll tell you what all commands. If you have if Vim is getting opened, then what you have to do is, Vim is an editor, so always if it is git, then it will get open. What you have to do is colon I, or you just have to write I. Okay, then it will be in insertion mode. What you have, you can comment that way, like added line. Then after that you have to write colon, or first you have to press escape, escape, and after that you have to write colon WQ. Okay, if you do this in Vim, then it will work. So don't get panicked if you by chance if you get into Vim. Okay, for in my case I am in Nano, so I'll do this by, it is saying please enter the commit message, what you have to do. So added line in first.py. okay, I have added the message. I'll save this and exit. I have created the file. Now see, we were in main branch and now we are getting this line. Is everybody understanding? If you have any doubts, please ask. Please do ask. Okay. Now what we'll do is, we have changed these things. Now what we'll do is, we'll push it to GitHub. Whatever changes we have done, we have added a line and we have merged it. Okay, those things will push it to GitHub once again. Git push. We are in main branch, so we'll be pushing main branch. Username. See, it will be always asking me username and password to make it stop. Like you don't want to write always while you will be pushing, right? You don't want to write username. For that you can configure the Git. I'll show you how to configure Git. Okay, right now I'll write password. I have pushed it. Okay, now we'll see what changes we have done. See, now merged it, everything is done. If we go to first.py, you can see this. Okay, now we'll configure Git. Okay, so that you don't have to write always username and everything. Okay, Git for configuring Git, you have to use git config -2 hyphens local user dot name, then you have to give your username, GitHub username. That's it. You press enter. Then one more config we'll use, git config local user dot email. You will write your email which you have given to GitHub. Okay, okay, we have configured it. This is how we configure it. Now we are coming to last topic, that is git ignore file. This git ignore file is important because you will create some files which you don't want to. You create some files in this directory, but you don't want those files to go to GitHub. What you have to do for that, we'll create a git ignore file. For that, what you have to do is, we'll see at what branch we are in. We are in main branch. Okay, now we'll create a file called, you know how to create file, touch. The file name will be .git ignore. Okay, we have created that file. You can go and if you do ls, you won't be able to see that file, and if you go to folder right here, you won't be able to see. For viewing that, you have to go to view. In Windows also, you have to go to view, and then here you have to click on show hidden file. Then you will be able to see all those files. This is .git file. This .git file is automatically created when we cloned it. But what if we are creating a new folder and we want .git file in it? We'll see that later, but first we'll see what is git ignore and how to use that git ignore. Okay, so now we'll see .git ignore. In that, I'll open .git ignore. Here it will be .git ignore. I'll create another file called touch ignore.txt. This is a simple text file which I don't want this to go to GitHub. What you have to do is open the .git ignore file. In that, you write ignore.txt and save it. Oh, 1 minute, txt and save it. Ignore.txt and save it. After saving this, what you have to do is git add. Now we'll see status. See, .git ignore file is added. It does not show ignore.txt file is added because it doesn't have to go to GitHub, so it won't show those files. Now what I'll do is git commit -m. What I'll added file. Okay, we have added it. Git push. We'll push it. Password will be Okay, added. I added this to GitHub. We'll see how GitHub reacts to this. Okay, now we had added ignore file also, but it is not showing any ignore file. Inside this only one text is there, ignore.txt. Okay, whatever we write in ignore.txt file, it won't show in this one. If we create a folder also, that also it won't show. Like, we'll create a folder here, create folder, its name is new. We'll create a folder called new, and what we do is in .ignore file we'll say new. Okay, now once again we have to commit. First we have to add it. Commit. I'm doing this fast because we have done it many times, pushing the things. Okay, now we have added it. Now we'll go and see in GitHub. See, still new file is not there, and in this there will be two things. So this is how we add git ignore to GitHub. Okay, now another command is git log. This is an important command. Here it tells all the commits which we have done, how many commits we have done. All these things will be there, and whatever commit we have given, like added ignore file, added these things, everything will be there. And git also creates a code. This is the code. This code is used when we want to go back to this commit. If we get stuck and we want to go to this commit, we can go to this commit by writing to exit this. We have to write q. Okay, after that git, just a minute, git reset, and that code you have to write. At that time, if you write that code, okay, 1 minute, I'll write git this code. You copy one code. Okay, git reset. If you write this, if you enter it, then it makes all those what you have committed, everything, it will send it back to working directory. See, we had learned it, right? We have done commits here, and if we write that command, we'll go back to working directory. Okay, if we write this, but still that changes what we have done, new changes what we have done, it will be there. So if you don't want any changes, then you have to do, what you have to do is git hard and reset. If you do this, all the changes which you have done after committing this, everything will be erased. Okay, this is totally a git. So these are the commands. Now, there is another thing called fork. Fork here, this is the fork. So if you fork it, then it won't allow me to fork my own git repository. If you see some your friend would have done some website or something or software, so you want to see how he have programmed it, so you want to see his code, then what you have to do is you fork it. When you fork something, let's see, or what I'll do is I'll go to some things like 𝗦𝗢𝗙𝗘𝗦 30 days, and here fork. If you click on fork, then what it does is it'll after we go here in our GitHub, it'll show here, or it'll copy it and send it to your GitHub account. This is this GitHub and Git are both different things which work together. So what Git does is it is intermediate for your PC and GitHub. Okay, so you can push everything, whatever projects you have done, to GitHub, and GitHub acts as a portfolio. If someone asks you what projects you have done, you can send him the GitHub link, and you can tell these are all projects which I have done. So you can they will go and see, okay, they have done so many projects, so they are good or they are bad. They'll see everything. This is all GitHub. These are all projects which I have done. These are all commits. It will be tracking my commits, wherever I have committed everything. This is GitHub. So I think we are in the end of the session. That's it, guys. So today's assignment, right? Today what I was planning is you have to create a GitHub repository, and you have to do all these things, and you have to write you have to create a text file and write all the commands in it, all the git commands in it, and then push it to the GitHub and send that GitHub link in the sense, if you want to send, you have to send this link. Okay, you send this link to send this link, and I'll see what it does. See, assignments are very important, so don't take it lightly. Please do give the assignments. And one more thing, please write what you feel about this in feedback form. So because I'll be taking 2 more classes after this, so please do write it, and please be active in this one chat box, so that we can always take some live classes if you like this, like live classes. Okay, then I will end this, but before that, if you have any doubts, please ask. I'll be there for 5 minutes. If no one asks any doubt, then I'll close it. Okay, please do ask doubts if you have any. Should I end the class? See, okay, I'll end the class.